Episode 3. 3D. Part 2. Or take 2?
Take 2. Well, some little technical difficulties on the first time.
30 minutes. Recording. Sound was horrible. We're not going to give that to you. We're better than that. We got new mics. We're testing them out. Here.
Right here.
So they think I'm drunk, but I'm looking at a monitor and we're flipped. So, Mike?
JJ.
All right. We're going to do a little bit of a Raw recap. Then we're going to jump into some NFL/Packer news. Raw was very bland.
Very bland, very boring.
I just want 1 week where I can just be like, oh, Mike, did you watch this? Did you just see what happened?
I haven't had that.
Just give me once.
I haven't had that attitude in years.
It's been a long time since I sent you a message. Did you just see that?
Exactly.
You know, me and my brother used to do that all the time. You watching Raw? You watching Raw? You see what's going on? Not anymore. You don't get that anymore. It's just they put out product just to put out product. They don't do anything to make it special or to, get the fans excited about anything. It's just blah.
You're not excited about the prospect of Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn at the next pay-per-view?
No.
I am shocked, JJ.
Because you got Bobby Lashley here, you got Sami Zayn here.
That was sarcasm, folks, if you haven't figured that one out.
Don't get me started on Sami Zayn. Oh my God. I can't stand that.
We could do a whole episode on Sami Zayn.
And how bad I hate him. Or how much I hate him.
I never used to mind him until last week's skit. And now I've come over to your side.
Thank you. Thank you. They need to put a mask on him and shut him up. Just shut him up. He's not funny. And then look what they did, on Monday night. Just made it worse.
Yeah.
We're not dumb. We're on social media. We saw what everybody was saying. Because we felt the same way. And then you're going to come on and play it off as like, oh, sorry guys. It was just a wasted Monday night.
Yeah.
So we'll stick on wrestling a little bit longer because Mike, you finally got your t-shirts you ordered from ProWrestlingTees.com.
Yes, I did. ProWrestlingTees.com. You order something and then they give you a grab bag. And I don't know what the grab bag is.
Well, how much does a grab bag cost? It's not free.
No, it's not free. It's like
a couple extra bucks, but it's a like random t-shirt.
$7 or $8.
You pick the size? Did you pick the color too? Or just the size?
I pick the size, they pick everything else.
Cool.
So let's
see what you got.
The first thing I got is a Bruce Pritchard and Conrad Thompson 2020 t-shirt.
Nice.
Something to wrestle with.
I like it.
I really like that show.
Is that black or navy?
It's navy. And the second thing is, this is the grab bag pick. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. Oh, wow. A 1990s retro Papa Shango t-shirt.
I love Papa Shango. He was a pretty cool heel back in the 90s. And, you got your gimmicks and your characters. And it wasn't...
Right there, folks.
He could actually wrestle, too. He had some talent. It wasn't just someone they put paint on and it's like, all right, go. I liked him. I liked him when it feuds with Undertaker, Warrior. Yeah, I loved it. Big fan. That's cool. All right. We're going to have to do some more of those. And what I'm thinking, because I want to get some t-shirts, and we'll just do grab bags. And if it's something we don't like, or if it's a double or something, maybe we'll just give it away on Twitter or something. Just, giveaways.
I'm just happy it wasn't a John Cena shirt like my wife said.
Or Sami Zayn. What? She got us?
No, my wife saw it and was trying to look through it, and she said, "Oh, it's a John Cena shirt."
Did you throw up a little bit?
I said, "It better not be a John Cena shirt."
I would have puked. I'd have to find a lighter because if you ever come in here with a John Cena t-shirt, we're burning it up.
I agree.
We're gonna burn it. So, all right, wrestling. We're done with wrestling. Let's get this out of the way. There we go.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah.
All right, let's do some NFL/Packer news. I've been thinking maybe talk about the NFL's new rule they came up with the anthem, how they're going to find teams or players or something. I don't want to. I don't know if I want to go down that road.
Yeah.
Let's keep it positive.
Let's keep it positive.
That's just, I think the NFL's shooting themselves in the ass doing this.
Yes.
Idiots. You're taking away the I don't want it, freedom of speech. Anyway.
But
it's not about the country or the flag or disrespecting anything. We can't get political. That was like rule number one, right?
Rule number one.
Rule number one was no politics down here at LeGrand Studios. So anyway, we had the draft. When was the draft?
Well, we got to talk about Jordy. No more Jordy.
Yeah, no more Jordy. But they did pick up some receivers, so hopefully the young talent will take care of his absence.
I really like their young receivers that they picked up in the draft. There's a guy from Missouri that they drafted in the 4th round, J'Mon Moore. Remember that? J'Mon Moore. Remember that name?
How do you spell it?
J-M-O-N.
J-M?
J apostrophe.
No kidding. J'Mon?
J'Mon Moore.
J'Mon Moore.
Remember that name, folks. He's going to be starting by the end of the year.
Cool. And they helped out their defense too.
The draft?
Yeah.
I think they did a damn good draft.
Really good.
The cornerback I really like is the guy they drafted in the 2nd round, Josh Jackson. Should have been a 1st rounder, and he slipped for some reason down to I think 45th pick where the Packers picked. Mm-hmm. And I think he's going to be starting early in the year. He's a ball hawk. Had eight interceptions last year, and I know it was just in college, but there's something about him I like.
Yeah. So, but we did go through our wins and losses for Green Bay. And you have them at 11-5.
11-5.
Which is, what were they last year?
They weren't 11-5.
9-7?
I don't even think they were 11-7. They're 7-9.
7-9.
Because Mr. Brett Hundley snuck up the joint.
Yeah. But
that's the reason why I think they're going to be 11-5 to 12-4 is because the last time Aaron Rodgers missed significant time, he came back angry. And I think this year he's going to come back angry.
I think you had them beating the Vikings at home, but then losing in Minnesota. I think Rodgers is going to have so much anger with the Vikings on what they did to him last year. They're just going to blow him out of the water both times. Because that's how Rodgers is, he just steps up when he has to.
He's always had a chip on his shoulder. And I like that.
That's what I was trying to say.
He's always had it goes back to the draft.
Yeah. Yeah, he sat there and waited. What is he, 24th?
Yes.
How do I remember that? 24th pick. Okay, so another thing. The draft, the schedule. Boy, this is going to be a really quick episode. That's okay. Jordy's gone. We got receivers. You got your phone vibrating. God damn it. They're never going to learn. All right, we got Dez Bryant. There's rumors and talks of him going to Green Bay. We don't see that happening.
No.
I hope not.
I don't want him going to Green Bay because he just doesn't fit.
Yeah. He just...
Receiving in NFL is a young man's game.
Yeah.
And Dez Bryant showed last year in Dallas, he's kind of getting up that hill. He's not over that hill yet, but he's getting about 3/4 up that hill.
He's slowing down. Yeah. I could see him going to maybe Seattle. Do you think?
Yeah, I could see that.
Or San Francisco?
San Francisco, I think, is his best fit.
I wouldn't mind. I'm not a fan of Dez, but I wouldn't mind seeing him go to Houston and just stay in Texas. We'll see. But we got a couple more months, 100 days before the season starts.
Exactly. Too long. Yeah.
Let's do some. You want to do some Browns? I like the Browns. They haven't won a game in 2 seasons. Or was it longer?
They won one game, not this past year, but the year before they won one game. So 1 game in 2 years is not good, folks.
But you've got them going 7-9.
7-9.
I got them 6-8. I think if they win 4 or 5 games, they're going to be happy. And I think they can do it. I think they can with Tyrod Taylor and Jarvis Landry. Who else do they have for receiver? Like
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon.
On paper, their offense is
Joe Thomas retired, but I think they'll still be okay. I would like Joe Thomas. I felt bad from being on such a stinky team. But
I always had immense respect for Joe Thomas because he had numerous opportunities to leave in free agency, but he stuck it out.
Loyalty.
How many people in that?
You don't see that anymore.
No.
You don't. Everything's business and money and just pay me. And then they get paid and they play like crap.
Yeah.
It's too bad. You know, players used to play for the game. Now it's just play for a paycheck.
Pretty much all for the money now.
Yeah. All right, let's do our Super Bowl. You like the Chargers and Rams.
I think the Chargers are going to be the surprise team. I've always liked Phillip Rivers. I don't think he gets nearly enough credit that he should get. And their defense is going to be lights out.
Yeah.
And I've always liked Melvin Gordon going back to his days at the Badgers.
Yeah.
At the Badgers.
I like them in Madison. Melvin Gordon. I like him. I'd like to see him go to a Super Bowl. He's awesome. But then you've got Rams and Raiders, or that was me. Rams
I got
and Raiders.
the Chargers and the Rams.
Yep.
An all LA Super Bowl.
Yep. And if it's not the Rams, I'd like to see the 49ers because I'm hot on Garoppolo. What he did last year. Who was the quarterback before him that they benched, or did he get hurt? I don't even know him.
Yeah, he was. Whoever he was, it's irrelevant because he was terrible.
Yeah, and they got Garoppolo. They traded with Patriots. That was.
And the Patriots, what were you thinking? What were you thinking?
It's NFC, so they don't have to worry about playing them that often. So.
You have a starting quarterback who's 40 years old.
Yeah. This might be his last season.
Yeah. Why do you trade
your future
for a second-round pick? It didn't make any sense then. It didn't make any sense now.
I think Belichick's going to be done soon too. I think he's senile. After doing that, you got to think. It's like, what were you thinking?
I think there's kind of a feud going between him and Brady myself, but
yeah. So do the Patriots even make the playoffs this year?
They'll make the playoffs because they play in a garbage division.
Yeah. So who beats them in the playoffs? Steelers?
Well, I like the Chargers.
I think the Chargers are going to take them right out. Cool. All right. Let's see what else we got. I like Lamar Jackson. Hopefully Flacco gets hurt. So.
And my favorite is Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
I love Sam Darnold. I think he's going to be the Rookie of the Year.
Okay. Let's write that down. You say Sam Darnold. I say Saquon Barkley.
And I love Saquon Barkley too, so it's not a shot at Saquon Barkley, but.
And I say Saquon Barkley, but I would not be upset if it was Lamar Jackson. If we get a Joe Flacco bench.
I wouldn't mind that.
Or a Joe Flacco hurt. And Lamar Jackson has to come in and take over the second half of the season and just destroys everybody.
That.
I liked him. I was sad that he lasted that long in the draft, but we'll see what happens, huh? Wow, this went really quick. What are we in? 10, 15 minutes in, and I think we're done. We got to
talk about the Brewers.
We got the Brewers. They're hot right now.
The Brewers are playing awesome ball.
As soon as they get to the All-Star game and come back.
I hope they don't go downhill after the All-Star game like they usually do. But
usually what
I'm crossing my fingers and toes for everybody.
Yeah. We'll see. I think that's all we got.
I think that's a wrap.
We wanted to keep them shorter. That was super short. We flew right through episode 3. Raw. You got your T-shirts. Packers. Jordy's gone. What else? Oh, you want to do some fantasy news? Fantasy football? Who would be your number 1 pick right now?
Who would be my number 1 pick?
Yeah.
Todd Gurley.
Really? Yep. Or Rams defense.
I think Ty Gurley had like 20 touchdowns, 20 total touchdowns, like 1,500 yards last year. Yeah, Ty Gurley would be my number one pick if I had the number one pick in the draft.
And the team in our fantasy league that had Gurley and the Rams defense won the championship.
Which was his girlfriend.
Rookie year, and she destroyed everybody
Exactly.
because of Gurley and the Rams defense.
Yes.
So, all right, we got a couple months before we have to start planning our draft party, which we might do here. We might have to bring in a bigger table so we can get, how many do we have? 6 or 8?
I think, was it 8?
We could probably get 8 in here. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Might have to get another camera. But yeah, that's episode 3.
Episode
Let's
3.
say goodbye.
Thanks for joining us, folks, and
right.
we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
And we'll be talking about wrestling next
Yeah, we're
week.
going to come back to wrestling.
Come back to wrestling
We'll jump into football again when
it gets close to the season.
Or if something crazy happens,
Yes.
we'll mention it. Or the Brewers, if something crazy happens there. Do we even mention NBA? Are you, Cavs and Warriors again?
I'm so bored with the Cavs and Warriors. I like the NBA, but I'm not going to watch a lick of that finals.
No. I was really hoping
I don't like
Houston
sequels.
would have won.
Never been a fan of sequels.
No. And this is what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks for watching.
Thanks
guys.
for watching. See you next week.